Hi, I'm Vincent Lauer. I decided to join the 2013 ECSA Chinese program. I currently study at Bournemouth University. I've just finished my second year, going on to my final year, and I previously worked at Barclays.
Hi, I'm Francesca Gadd. I'm also on the ECSA China program. I'm studying finance and law at Bournemouth University. Just finished my first year, so 2 years left. And I also worked at Barclays. What was the reason you came to China and why this program?
Well, I thought that China was a new environment that I'd never been to. Also, I chose the ECSA program because it coupled studying at the Shanghai University of Finance and Economics along with a 6-week internship. So I thought I could come here, learn a lot from university and work-wise about working in China. And what about you? Why did you choose the ECSA program?
Well, I came to China because I feel like it is my future. Like, I would definitely want to come and work here in my future. And it's developing so fast, so I just wanted to be part of it. And I chose this program because they offered, like you said, the lessons as well as business experience and networking events. I mean, they seemed like they were quite well connected, so it seemed like a good opportunity to meet people. We both studied at the University of Finance and Economics. What classes did you take and what did you learn?
Well, I took 2 courses. They were 2.5 hours each per day for 10 days, so quite an intensive course. The first was the Managing Enterprise course, Managing Enterprise in China course, which detailed different methods of managing enterprises in China, funnily enough. And the second was Economic Policies in China, which introduced a lot of the different methods that China had used over the past 60-70 years in order to become the superpower that it is today, and also a powerhouse economy. I found Managing Enterprise the more interesting of the two, but Economic Policies was very factual and Managing Enterprise was more hands-on sort of style. And you, Frankie, what 2 courses did you do?
I also did the Managing Enterprises in China, and along with that I also studied HR, Human Resources, which was just covering the sort of method they used and all the different areas of human resources. I personally preferred Human Resources. I thought it was really interesting. I've never really looked into a career in that before, but I definitely found it really interesting. The lecturer who was teaching us was very, very passionate, which was a lot of help, and it kind of gave us more of a view on how businesses recruited and kept their business going and made all the employees like happy in the workplace. It was really good. I less enjoyed managing enterprise in China, but I also thought that was a really good course to do. Just learning about the management and how it differs from obviously where I'm from. So tell me about your internship. Who was it with? What did you learn? What position were you?
I was working for Global, which was a wealth management company in Shanghai, and my role was business development manager. I was an intern. The job involved meeting new clients, liaising with them and working with wealth managers in order to ensure that clients' portfolios were effectively managed and that they were introduced to the right products at the right times in their lives and therefore had a tailored solution for them. The work involved was not so much with the local Chinese, as clients generally tended to be expats, but you had a good introduction into the style of Chinese workplaces through the internship. I think the most important thing I learned was a particular job skill, which was meeting new clients and also how to manage a portfolio. And for you, Frankie, you mentioned that you worked with some Chinese people.
Okay, my internship was with Berlitz, the language company, in their human resources department. I worked with, my boss was Chinese, everyone there was, that I was working with was Chinese as well, which was a big change from what I'm used to. I had to deal with organising interviews, interviewing new potential staff there, setting up their training, whether they let them know how they did, and then from that dealt with wages, taxing on wages and working out all that kind of thing. And also because my boss knew I was doing law at uni, she also helped me out a lot, gave me quite a few complaints where they would state loads of legal facts and I'd have to look up how we can defend ourselves, which was really good as well. So she let me do a lot of things over the company, which was really nice about. I think the biggest thing I learned whilst there was just the different ways in which a business here works. I mean, how they interview people is very different. They look much more at how the relationship they could have with their employees opposed to just how well and how good they are and what experience they've got. And they do lots of tests before you employ someone, like about personality, draw yourself from this drawing, how we feel about the person. So yeah, I think I learned a lot about the different ways in which business works here. One thing I learned from work and from being in China is how important the relationship is between people here, and to do in particular with businesses. And along with that, the program has offered networking events, which is to build up our relationship with business people. How did you find those work?
Well, on a few occasions we socialised and networked with a few local business people, all of who spoke English, which was quite helpful. It gave us a chance to ask some questions about how they find doing business in China, also to create some contacts for developing our own businesses, possible work in the future, and so on. It was definitely a very useful addition to the course. I feel it added an extra element to the course which deviated from just simply going into work every day and doing business in that way. Shanghai is very much a go out and meet people sort of place, and a lot of business gets done or created through that manner. So I felt that networking events were a very good way of doing that. What about you, Frankie? How did you find the networking events?
I also found the networking was a really good idea. I thought that the people were very, very helpful, really happy to talk to us, really happy to explain all of how they, their experience here in China. And also we had some speakers which I thought were really good. There was one person that really stuck out to me, whose basic advice was just go for it. It doesn't matter if you make a mistake, because at this age it's a good thing to learn from them. So I thought it was really good. I got loads of business cards, loads of people that I know I could contact, and they'd be there willing to help me. I think it was a really good idea from the program. So other than the networking side and business people, there's also been all of the diverse amount of participants here. What have you thought about everybody? How well have you got on with people?
I've got on with everyone really. There's a huge amount of people, well, there's a huge variety of people on the course. We've had people from India to South America to, well, there's many Europeans, some Americans as well. And it's really brought a sense of diversity to the course. I think it's opened a few people's eyes as well to a huge variety of people around the world. What about you? How have you found Shanghai itself?
Amazing. I absolutely love it. I think, as you can see, the view is amazing. But I could happily live here. I mean, the people are so friendly. I feel so safe around here, and it's a really nice place to go I love it.
And nice and sunny.
Nice and sunny, great weather, except for the humidity. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also found the people like really, really friendly, really easy to get on with, sociable bunch.
Yeah, I think everyone got along pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot to see in Shanghai. There's a few skyscrapers behind us now, which we visited. Some of us actually worked in some of those.
Did you get much time to go sort of to touring around?
Yeah, there was. A few of us went to Beijing for 3 or 4 days, which was really good. Got to go and see the Great Wall of China, Tiananmen Square, and loads of other tourist sites there as well. What about yourself? Have you been around Shanghai much?
Yeah, quite a bit. I mean, on weekends and everything, whenever I've had spare time, I've always tried to get out there and see as much as I can. And there is enough time to do that. It's been good. I went to somewhere called Suzhou. That was lovely. It was like Venice, but in China. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's good to be able to go out.
So all in all, I think all of us have really enjoyed the trip to Shanghai.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Any advice?
Bring a fan. I'd also say learn a simple bit of Chinese. It always helps, especially like left and right for taxi drivers. Always helps.
Some basic Chinese will definitely help.
Yeah, goes a long way.
But a lot of people here do speak some basic English as well, which helps.
Yeah. What about you? Any advice?
I'd say pack light. There's a lot of stuff that you'd want to buy here and take back. Either that or bring a spare suitcase. So yeah.